I'm in love with your body. Hey guys, what's going on? It's your girl Lakeisha Michelle here, and I was getting ready to send one of my favorite people right now, because I just love her authenticity, and I've just been looking at some of her stuff. I'm like, oh my gosh, she's so freaking amazing. So anyway, if you don't know who Katrina Ruth is, Google her and be obsessed with her. In the meantime, let's talk, because I was actually going to give her a makeup tip, and I was like, there are so many women who probably need to hear this tip as well, that it's in my audience, because you know I am in the beauty business. You know what I'm saying? So I thought, why not go ahead and make this, share the tips with you guys as well before I send her a message. So here was, I was watching one of her live streams one day. They're so entertaining. Oh my gosh. And she was, who knows, I don't know, she was talking about something really cool, business, and just ranting, and she's my kind of woman, because we both just get on the camera and rant and be completely random, and our audience gets us. I feel like this is why I love her. So anyway, she was ranting, and she was like, oh my gosh, my eyeliner is coming off or something like that, and I was like, I should just send her a video so we can fix this. And so how many women have an issue with your eyeliner? Like, you put on your eye makeup, and then as you go throughout your day, by the end of the day, or maybe even by the afternoon, you look, and then your liner that started off here is up here. Isn't that annoying? I used to have that issue all the time, and so naturally I found the solution. Actually, there are several types of solutions. I'm gonna cover a couple. This is not the only way, and makeup artists are artists, okay? I am a licensed professional, but at this point, you don't have to have a license to do makeup. It's like, I mean, I need you to study sanitation, but other than that, it's a free world. So we're gonna talk about a couple of things that I know for sure have helped me. Number one, the first thing, back in the day, this was like when I first was in beauty school, and I discovered Urban Decay. I'm gonna give y'all, first of all, get y'all pens and papers, because I'm about to give you a lot of products that you have to go play with, because everybody likes different products for different reasons. So I noticed for me, because you're gonna ask me what's my favorite thing, I'll tell you, but I look for things that go with my lifestyle. I travel a lot, I'm like location free, so I need things that have multiple purposes. So I'm gonna share with you what my favorite thing is. But first, let me just tell you my first thing. Hey, thank you guys. My first thing, honey, yes, can you make me some coffee? I want some coffee and some water. I am, but I just thought about it, and I was like, I really want some coffee and water. Thank you.
And water.
Yes. So write this down, guys. Hope you got a pen. Urban Decay. Okay, matter of fact, let me pull this up for you guys on the internet, because that would be extra helpful, Urban Decay. I just thought I would come and chat, so welcome everyone. I see you guys joining. Urban, yes, I have to spell it out like that to myself. Urban Decay primer was my first thing that helped my eyeshadow stay on place, okay? Now, I'm gonna show you the exact one that I love and that I used to use. I used to not do anything without it. And then the more I started to learn makeup, I realized that it wasn't the only answer, but it damn sure worked at the beginning. So this is what it looks like, Urban Decay. I mean, it is not like I'm getting paid for this, you know what I'm saying? Like, I just want to share with you guys some resources. And yes, we're gonna talk about marketing, because at the end of the day, if you're watching this, most of you guys in my audience, we're business professionals. Ooh, this gave me extra vibrant lighting. Hello, darling. Yes. So anyway, if you're watching this and you're in my audience, typically you're working with people. So definitely one of the things I teach in my new class, it's not new actually, this is a class that's one of my signature programs, which is called The Booked Stylist. And it's all about being booked, and it's all about getting clientele. And one of the things that we start out with is getting your power look together. You're promoting your product. People don't buy products, people buy you, okay? Half of you guys have bought a lot of my stuff, no matter what it is, because really you just roll with me, like we tight like that. So, I mean, at the end of the day, I would buy anything Mariah Carey endorses, because I just love Mariah Carey. I don't really care. I know her perfume is not better than the next perfume on the shelf, but I'm gonna buy Mariah Carey's perfume. And I just saw that she's promoting some hotel, the Hostels. It's not like a hotel. Anyway, I just learned about it. And I was like, oh my God, if Mariah would stay there, then I would stay there. I buy Mariah. I don't buy, like, I buy all of her. Whatever she likes, I like it too, darling. So I say that to say, definitely have your power look together. That's one of the first things I did when I started in the beauty industry was I was like, I need a look because I look a mess, okay? So anyway, now, Urban Decay eyeshadow primer was my first come to Jesus. It was very exciting. I was like, oh my God, this is really helping me. So then, after I started using the Urban Decay, here's how you use it, guys. You put it on before you put on your eyeshadow. Thank you, my love. You put it on before you put on your eyeshadow, okay? Let me know if you guys are with me. Give me some likes and hearts. Hey, Keisha from Jersey, your makeup looks nice. Well, thank you. Hey, Tyrone, what's going on? Let's see. Hey, Sandra, what's going on? Learn, hair, and do. Hello. So, Urban Decay, put it on before you put on your other stuff that you're gonna, whether it's your eyeshadow, your eyeliner, whatever. Now, that's one solution because you put that on before everything else, and that's gonna act as a holder, so to speak, so that your makeup stays in place. It helps with your sweaty, oily eyelids, all right? Now, another thing that I found that helped me a lot, I'm gonna go from like back in the day, was I would get these NYX. These NYX pencils are so cheap. It's so white, you can't see it. But this is like a jumbo pencil. And so what I would do is use this as a base. Basically, your eyelid needs a base, okay? Your eyelid needs a base. Hey, Gwen, my angel. Your eyelid needs a base. Hey, Katrina. And when I say base, that means it needs something on the base before you start putting other stuff. Now, this may scare you because you're like, oh my gosh, it's white and you're black. You probably didn't say you're black, but it's kind of like I just wanted to go there. So listen, you're going to put your eyeshadow and stuff. Once you put this on your eye, you kind of like pat it into place and like kind of just put it, you know, like on your eye, and you put it all over as a base. And then this is going to give your eyeshadow something to adhere to. All right. So this was another thing that I used all the time when I started wearing funky eye colors. And let me tell you, this little old $1 thing's like so cheap. It's an NYX Jumbo Crayon Pencil. It's NYX, it's super, oh my God, it's so low price. So I would use this, and then I would put on my eyeshadow and then my eyeliner, and my stuff would last all day. Now, that's another solution. And then I would use the primer, the Urban Decay primer, as well as this. Now, that's a bit extreme. Either or works by itself. The moral of the story is your eyeshadow or your eyeliner needs to adhere to something. Both of them, technically, they do. Now, what's next? One thing that let's move. So this is the stuff that I used to use all the time until I became like an absolute makeup junkie. Now, when it comes to eyeliners, once you put on a base, right? Once you've put on a base, then you put your shadow on. Listen, even if you don't want to wear, like today I have on some, this is actually highlighter that I put on my eyelid. But once you put your eyeshadow on, listen, you could put on a nude eyeshadow. It doesn't have to be a color. Maybe you just want your eyelid to look clean and like one color and like nothing major, nothing noticeable, just like your same nude skin tone. So if that's the case, you still would put on a primer. Then you proceed with your liner. Now they have different types of eyeliner. My favorite type of eyeliner is gonna be something like this, which is a felt tip, like a pen basically. And then my other favorite kind, I don't have it with me because I'm traveling. And that's another reason why I like these, because they travel so well. So the reason I'm even doing this is because the lady that I'm gonna make this for, she travels a lot too. So it's like, we don't have time to be carrying a whole bunch of different things. So you want to use the, you guys can buy the pots, the paint pots. And my favorite one is Inglot, I-N-G-L-O-T. And I'm gonna show this to you. Now, that's my favorite liner. They have different kind of liners. You have the paint pot where you dip your brush and then you draw a line on your eye. You have your felt tip type of liner. And then you have the one that looks like a crayon, okay? It's the skinny one, and you just line your eye like that. These, unless I blend them out, I don't know. Actually, everything works when you know how to work it. So I don't even know, other than this requires me to think a little much. But when I use a crayon type eyeliner, I have to go over it with a brush, like a small tip brush. I have to go over it and kind of smudge it out a little bit to make sure that it's, because here's what happens. If you don't, it's kind of like a wet crayon still on your eye. So stuff's gonna move around, oil's gonna move. But if you go and smudge it, at least it's gonna be a little more in place. And I'm just going and smudging over the line that I draw. So when you have a pencil eyeliner, it's gonna be everywhere if you don't go in and like, because basically when you color or you put, that's like a lot of product right there. Like it's still kind of wet product, like wet paint. So take a brush, a smudger brush. There's different types of smudger brushes. But I mean, they all work. And then you want to go in and you want to smudge out that eyeliner, okay? When you do that, that's gonna, you see how much more product that's a lot. Like, so when you start to smudge it out, it's setting your eyeliner in place. So now you have on a primer, you have something on to hold everything in place. And then when you put the eyeliner, if it's a pencil, you have to kind of smudge it out. All right? Now, if you're a busy woman like myself, we don't have time to be doing all this extra stuff. So I like to just skip the steps and go straight to something like a Kat Von D. This is the Kat Von D Tattoo Liner. I'm obsessed with this. It is like my favorite liner ever. Literally, if you put it on your hand, like, it's so black. Gotta let it dry. It's just so black. And so I like black liner. I don't want to like, you know, I like my stuff to be black. Like when you go wash your hands in the restroom, it still won't come off. It is amazing with soap. So like you have to take it off with makeup remover. I think this is the best-ish on the market besides Inglot. Because Inglot is amazing too. But that it does require you to be a little more focused. And I don't know about you guys, but it's like I have enough things going on to try to be this focused to put on eyeliner. So hands down, this will solve your problems. And I will go as far to say as if you don't want to put on all those primers and stuff, you don't have to, because this is strong as all outdoors. Because I will tell you, I don't put on a lot of primers anymore because I have this. If I wasn't using the tattoo liner, I would be doing all the extra stuff. I just showed you guys a couple primers. That's not all of them. This is not the only way. A lot of people like to use concealer before they put on their eyeshadow or their eyeliner, because the concealer, again, acts as a base. So you take some concealer and you put it on your eye, and you see those girls with those extra drawn on eyelashes? That's what a lot of those, like they put a lot of, and they put that as a base. And then once they blend out the concealer on the eyelid, then they put on their eyeshadow, then they put on their eyeliner. All of these things work. So whatever you have at home, pick one. Like, what's the closest remedy? But I will tell you this. The remedy to solve it all is to get the Kat Von D tattoo eyeliner, okay? And this is Trooper. There's two of them that's called Trooper. This is the 24-hour Kat Von D eyeliner called Trooper. Now, I will tell you guys, hey Raquel, I will tell you guys that I travel so much, and hey Tyrone, yes, I know Tyrone. Tyrone, you be on here all the time. Anytime I see F Yurst, I'm like, oh yeah, that's Tyrone. So it's funny that you always say your name, Tyrone, but I know you. Like, I mean, we here, you know what I'm saying? So, I mean, I see you every time in the morning, like when we do good tea. So, hello. So, anyway, what was I about to say? Oh, another thing, guys, is that once you have a concealer base, then you can put your eyeshadow on top and then your eyeliner. All of these options work. You just have to choose what's better for you. I like the most simplest thing ever. So here's what I have been doing, because travel, oh, it's first. Because I always wondered what F Yurst was. I was like, maybe he's German. So, too fancy for this old lady. I'm lucky to get mascara on. So, but here's the deal. Eyeshadow primer is what the Urban Decay is. Under the eye. And the whole thing is that your concealer, when you put stuff on your eyes get oily. So you want to put on some type of primer for sure. Now, here's what I do. I'm going to tell you guys. I don't do a lot of, it takes me 30 minutes. Even when I'm doing like a show, like this coming week, we're going to be in San Diego. I'm singing 3 times a day. I'm teaching. I'm doing a lot of stuff. I'm speaking in between. I don't know. Lisa's gonna have me doing a bunch of stuff. So here's the deal. I don't spend 50 hours on my makeup, but my makeup lasts. I can do my makeup at 6 a.m. We go to bed during Speaking Right. You're going to bed past midnight, and my makeup looks flawless all the way until I take it off. And I'm gonna tell you guys, one thing that I do is that I like to keep my life simple. And so I find what works, and I keep it like that. These little pencils from Sephora have been my favorite thing because I also travel a lot. And so when you go through security, I don't check luggage. And so I like to keep everything. If it doesn't fit, my makeup has to be security friendly. So Sephora has these pencils, and they have different colors. So and they're waterproof, like literally. So what I do is my base to my eye is always this because it's closer to my skin color. So it gives me a very neutral look. I don't have to do anything extra. And I just take this and then I just kind of smudge it out on my eye. And so it gives me just a very neutral look. Then I put on my eyeliner. So this is a waterproof. So this is gonna act as my primer, right? It's gonna be the thing that holds anything else in place. So when I put my eyeshadow on top of it, it's just simple. So, and it just, the base, this ain't going nowhere and this ain't going nowhere. So this will stop your eyeliner from being all over the place. I like to have simple steps. And at the end of the day, this don't go nowhere. I mean, I'm just saying, I don't know how many times I'm gonna say that. But you can use a lot of things as a base. Anytime you're putting on makeup, guys, you wanna have a base. And I just gave you guys a lot of options. And I hope you enjoyed that. Now, let's talk about marketing. Okay, so listen, guys. You need to be seen. Your business is important. You help people for a living. And I don't know why anyone would get in business and then be scared to sell or scared to market. But it's just what happens. And so my favorite thing to do is not like go talk to people or anything like that. But when you are building a business, you can't wait for people to just come to you out of anywhere. You have to go and get the people's attention. And so one of the things that you can do is actually put together a strategy so that you can consistently get attention on your business. Because once people are looking at your business, a percentage of those people will decide to do business with you. And so you can't just say, visit my website, because then no one will care, all right? So a part of marketing is definitely gonna be your look. You don't have to go try to be Beyonce. You don't have to go try to get a whole studio just to make a video and market yourself. What you do have to do is show up and serve, and your ideal people will say, you know what? I want to work with that person. And it literally gets to be that easy. Yes, it is the Kat Von D tattoo liner. I got you, boo. Sandra, I got you. Ink. It's the Kat Von D tattoo liner. I know you can't see this, but it's Kat Von D. So K-A-T. Oh my gosh, I'm fizzing my throat. You're welcome. It's the Kat Von D tattoo liner. What do you use under your eye? Primer as well. But the cool thing is that concealer, I'm in love with this new concealer, guys. Sephora, they don't mess the game up. Sephora is getting their entire life, and they're coming for the throne, baby. And I am obsessed. If I go spend any more money in Sephora, I believe that it's just not, look at that consistency. Oh my Jesus. Oh, if you like to look bright under the eye, like I like to look bright under the eye, look at that. Oh my God, it's just amazing. It's so opaque. Oh, I just want to look like I'm extra awake. I don't have it on today. Today I use, when I'm just chilling on the weekend and stuff, I'll put on like the LA, this kind of stuff. But when I'm going to be under them cameras, baby, on stage, I want to look like $1 million professional. So I'm definitely wearing, but look at that consistency. Oh my Jesus. Oh, I love makeup, by the way. If you didn't know, I'm obsessed slightly. Actually, it's more than slightly. So when it comes to marketing, yes, first look, Tyrone, it's amazing. The consistency is everything. Hey, Mbell. So listen, when you're marketing, you need to have a strategy. Like when I first got started, can I just tell you guys, I graduated beauty school. I'm excited about the world. I can do hair and makeup and nails too, baby. I used to do full sets in beauty school. I could do acrylics. That's kind of why I'm obsessed with all this stuff. And so I remember when I was at home, like, okay, I'm licensed, you know? and you just kind of go every day. You're kind of like, oh, I got my license. You're so busy celebrating your license, and then you realize, like, if I don't do something, then no one's gonna find me, and no one's gonna buy stuff for me, and then I'm gonna be poor, and I'm tired of not paying my bills. And so instead of waiting, Gwen, you will love this girl. Instead of waiting, I went out and went to go get my people. Do you know half the battle is starting? Can we talk about that? Half the battle is getting started. It is hard to start because we like to think about planning, and then we think about the plan, and then we create the plan in our head, and then we finally write the plan down, and then when we write the plan down, we look at it and go, well, that may be too big. Oh, let me just go back to the beginning. And then we start all the way over, and a year has gone by, and you've yet to do anything because it's just, what if this doesn't work? At the end of the day, that's what the fear is. It's what if it doesn't work? What if people think that I'm crazy? I mean, I remember when I started teaching online hair classes, I literally was so nervous. I didn't start for like almost 2 years. And I went to classes, and I would go get all these certifications for stuff that was absolutely unnecessary, because by the time that I started, I didn't use none of the stuff that I had got, that I went and bought, because I was just looking for excuses. And it was sexier to tell my friends, like, oh, I'm waiting. You know, I'm about to get certified for this, and you know, I have to get this, and I got to go buy a lighting kit, and oh, I need to go move into this big house and buy a background that I never even used. And then I sold everything and moved to California. Honey, listen, half the battle is starting because we have so much mental crap to get around. So when you're marketing yourself, I mean, when you're starting business, you have to like just know that you can never stop talking. Like, don't be worried about who say you talk too much. Now, here's another thing that I absolutely love: the Anastasia Beverly Hills Pro Pencil. It's amazing, and you can use it as a base as well. The only thing about on black girls, it's a little ashy, so you got to be very, very, very careful. You be looking like a ghost by the eyes when you take pictures. So, but I do love this pencil. You can put it on your brow bone. Let me just give y'all a little example. Very lightly on the brow bone, right? Now, ladies, this is a no-no. Please don't be the lady with the whole white line under her eyebrow. That drives me absolutely nuts. Do not be that woman. I beg of you, please. So, what you want to do is literally just take, well, you would use something else, but I'm just going to use my finger. And you see I'm just kind of pulling that white underneath. So now this eyebrow is highlighted. My bone looks a little more lifted over here. It looks like I'm going like lifting it, but I'm not. I was trying to lift it. There we go. I couldn't lift my eyebrow. So this one has a little more oomph than this one. Very subtle, yet necessary, honey. Do you want to look lifted by the face and sculpt it? I do. And so we commend. Commence is the word, not commend. Commend is when you want to like commend someone for their awesomeness. Okay, so just a little brow lift there. And listen, I'm doing this in the camera, so it's backwards. So bear with me. But these are amazing because this also holds eyeshadow on. Fingers, I believe, are the best tools in makeup most of the time, actually. I think because our hands have that heat, that body heat, and it's just amazing. So, like, see, my eyebrows have a little zhuzh to them now. Now, you can't put too much of that on if you're dark skinned. I'm going to tell you right now, you're going to be looking like you're just excited about things, and you're not. So, just be careful. All right, now, reminds me of the New York Milk Pencil. Yes, but it's just not so white. I love Anastasia Beverly Hills. Oh, my God, I'm obsessed with them. Absolutely obsessed. In the meantime, in between time, what foundation and powder do you use? Are you subscribed to BoxyCharm and Sephora Playboxes? No, because I feel like I'm black. I can't do that. Listen, when you and that's a joke, so nobody get offended. But and even if you do, just get out your feelings because it's really not that serious. I can't. Like I have to have certain kind of foundation because here's the thing about when you're dark skinned, when you take pictures and you're using all these different things, the undertones flash back ashy, so you look like a ghost in picture. Like. You ever seen somebody picture and you see all of the white spots on their face when the flash goes off? A lot of times it's because that product is not really, you know, it's just not for me. So I have to try stuff on. It's just like shoes. I cannot order shoes online. My feet big as hell. I have to try my shoe on, okay? So I say that to say, that was a long way to say no. I don't really care for that. And I want my makeup now, so I don't really want to wait on no box to come. Like, I don't want surprises. And I need my makeup now. When I see it, I want it. When I think about it, I want to just pick it up. But I love the idea of subscription. I love the business model. I've studied the business model, and I think it's brilliant. It's just like Netflix. It's just like the Dollar Shave Club. I love it. I love it. I love it. I study business models for fun, and so I love Raquel. I love it, girl. Do you subscribe? Let me know, girl. I mean, I would subscribe to like fingernail charms because I need like that is cool because I can just take the charms to my artist and then she can just put them on my nails and they can send me different ones each month. I would subscribe to that, you know, but just not my makeup. I would subscribe to lipstick. No, I probably won't. Maybe. Anyway, the moral of the story is you have to have a great look when you're going out, and you do not need to go try to be someone else, but you just have to have a very polished, staple look. Now, let me tell y'all something. You know what I love and people don't pay attention to? You ever look at Beyonce makeup? As much as we are obsessed with makeup, if you look at Beyonce in concert, don't ask me why I do this, but I did. I mean, I'm a singer, so why not? Beyonce, if you just Google her, you're not going to really find all these different variations of looks. It's pretty much going to be the same 2 or 3 looks. She knows her power looks. Like, just go Google her face. Go look at Halle Berry. Go look at people that are real icons. Like we're talking about people like, you know, like, I don't know. Just go look at their makeup. You have to know your power look. That's why I say power look. So when I was just, I don't know, I just naturally was like, I need to find my look that works for me so that everywhere I go, I feel confident. You know what I'm saying? Like, I know my thing. I'm not trying to be your thing. I'm just doing what works for me and I stick with it. You know what I'm saying? I try new stuff. I have fun with it. But for the most part, I know my look. So if you go look at all these pictures, very rarely are you going to see a picture of Beyonce and say, ooh, makeup. You just say, ooh, Beyonce. And so I believe that I like makeup the same way. Like, you don't look at Halle Berry and say, ooh, her makeup is pretty. You say, oh, Halle Berry is pretty. And so I like, you know, although we may like her makeup, but it just looks, it's not like so dramatic to where, you know, it's just whatever. And I think that's pretty good because then you're just you're consistent, you feel confident, you feel fresh, and you're not so much different than how you look when you don't have makeup to where people are just like, oh my God, look at you. You know, I'm subscribed and I love it because I get a sample of full-size items. Yes, I watched a YouTube thing about how they send you like amazing items and you get them for like little or nothing and they're like luxury items. So I think it's brilliant. I think it's brilliant. They were giving me mascaras. I would love it. My honey mustard is, what? What are these people? I think we have spammers on here. Oh, YouTube, why am I getting spam lately? Reminds me of NYX Milk Pencil. Yes. Okay, so anyway, and I buy a lot from Sephora. Girl, Raquel, they need to kick me out. I be in Sephora all the time. I'm in love with these new Sephora. Well, they're not new, but I just went in. I'm normally a MAC girl. I am a MAC girl. Oh, honey, you leaving? See you later. Don't mess up my makeup. Ladies, we be moving kisses out the way for some makeup. So, anyway, these Sephora brushes are super cute. I love them. These are my new faves. And they're like, this is your contour brush, which I don't have any like super contour stuff on, but if I did, darling, I would super do it. And then this is your foundation brush, picks up a lot of stuff here. And then this is another type of foundation brush. And then this is, I mean, you really could use makeup for whatever you choose, but I would totally like concealer this one on. So it picks up a lot of product. I bought these for like when I'm on bigger cameras because it's heavier. So it's gonna pick up more product. They also send free brushes. Girl, who do? Now Sephora gives you good products too for your points. Raquel, never seen honey. Show him off. Okay, so let me click this person off my YouTube channel. Don't we love spammers? Let's go here. Okay, I'm gonna block you. Report. Oh my God, you have to do a whole history report, police report. Okay, hold on, y'all. I gotta put this hacker. Okay, let me just report you. Okay, you've been reported. Talking about black slaves. Okay, baby. God bless you. Okay, so sorry, YouTube. I don't know. Lately, I've been getting spammers. Does that mean I'm getting popular? So anyway, moral of the story is you have to have a look, darling. And you need to be confident in your look. Your look doesn't need to take all day. It needs to be something that you just jump into and you love it. You feel confident. You turn into a star when you're dressed this way. And then you have to go out and you have to market yourself. Now, here's the thing about marketing. Listen, you have to know that people are not just going to come to you, so you have to get their attention. Somebody type attention in the comments right now. Attention, 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 attention. And you don't have to be someone else to get their attention. You have to speak their language. What is your ideal client looking for? And then you just speak their language. Have that conversation all the time. Sandra, yes. Mbel, Nalula, what's up, boo? Elizabeth, yes, Tyrone, I love it. So, I'm going to get the primer today. You seriously say me, yay! See, this was perfect. So you have to get their attention, and you do so by having the conversations that they want to have, and also going where they are. Where is your ideal client? Let's do some brainstorming really quickly. Where does your ideal client like to hang out? Where do they shop? What magazines do they read? Who knows the details of their ideal client? Like, I know that my ideal people, when I first started Short Hair Bootcamp, I knew they were on YouTube because I actually kind of was my ideal client. So that was a bonus. Sometimes you're not your ideal client, so to speak, but I knew that, hey, we on YouTube and we need this, and dang it, I done figured it out. I needed it. I figured it out, and I'm going to keep providing the solution. Now, remember that you got to actually have a solution, people. When you solve problems, you get paid. If you're not solving a problem that's like urgent, I'm going to need you to do that. That's probably really important. Raquel says, attention. Tamara says, attention. Latoya says, get their attention, speak their language. Exactly. And so your ideal people buy you. And so, like, my tribe, I already know you guys love makeup. I know you love beauty. I know you love music. I know you love God. I know you love business. I know you love family. You guys are a reflection of me. And so we have all of this conversation. We can go anywhere on my YouTube channel. It took time. Originally, I only spoke to hair, but my hair clients were the same. They love beauty. They loved all the things that I love, and I knew what language to speak. What does that mean? So your body language is a language. Your look is a language. The way you look, I knew that I wanted a woman who worked corporate, who drove a certain type of car. I knew her vibe. You know what I'm saying? So I can't walk up to her looking like a Buster Duster. That's not going to happen because it's going to repel her. And so I had to actually, you know what? Let me be the type of woman that hangs with that type of woman. And I built a clientele literally that created a six-figure salon business for me by just attracting these women. I would be in Target, Walmart, and they would be like, who does your hair? Where you get that? Hey. They would just come because I picked up their energy, and I literally was like, this is how they are, so this is how I shall be, and we shall be a tribe, and they shall pay me to connect them with other women that are just like them, and this is the way that it was, and it is, and it does, and it goes that way. Like, one of my best friends, you all know her, Gigi. If you follow me, you know her. Even people that walk up, like, if I see somebody, like, oh, where lady? What's that lady? It's Gigi. Gigi is the perfect example of my ideal client. All of my clients, people always try to figure out how are they like that. I just decided that that's the only type of people I want to deal with. No more of these discount people. No more of those. None of this. Only people who are fabulous. That's it. And listen, it doesn't mean that fabulous in any other way than their mindset, their heart, their spirit, and the look that they want. It's all in sync with what I got going on. And we just get each other and we get to have fun and I get paid. That's because I'm giving them a wonderful, I do more than hair. I uplift their spirits. I connect with them with like-minded women. So yeah, I'm gonna need to get coins and I'm gonna need to be excited about going to work every day because I serve women and I do more than just hair. You are more than just a hairstylist. You're more than just a makeup artist. You're more than just a nail tech. You're more than just a coach. You're more than just fill in the blank. Whatever your title is, you're more than that. Once you recognize that and really hone in on who you speak to, you will realize that, oh my gosh, I get to love my business. You know, I don't have to take a break. People say you work too much. Actually, I don't because I get to do what I want, when I want, how I want. And when I get around people who are stressed out about their job, I'm like, oh my God. Like, because I get to do it when I want. And I love doing this. So, hey, you get to have all of it on your terms. So I just want you guys to decide what those terms are. I want you guys to make a plan because you still have to market. Marketing is getting seen. I cannot buy from you, coach. You say you're going to help me do this and that, but I can't find you. So I'm steady struggling with this issue that I have. What problem do you solve, Latoya? What problem do you solve, Nalula? Roquel, what problem do you solve? I got a message from a lady today, and let me show you. Let me go to my Gmail and see what this. And I get these messages literally like a couple of times a week because of how much I market. I marketed so much in Texas that people still call me to get their hair done. And I've been in California almost 5 years, moving back to Texas. And people from California are like, hey, but we want service too. And I'm like, but hey, I'm gone, right? And so I got a message this morning. Now, how powerful is this? Good morning, beautiful. My name is Anita. I would be honored for you to give me a full makeover. I will be transitioning from sister locks to short hair after my divorce on May 10th. If you have any availability, please put me down. I live in Stockton, but I'm driving to LA to see you at any time. I was just looking on YouTube and I saw you. You're amazing. Thank you for everything you do. And I get these messages every day because I market the hell out of myself. And so what's funny is that this lady, I can tell you right now, the type of appointment, if I were to take it, I'm not taking these customers. If I were to take it, she would come in, I would deliver to her exactly what she had in her head. If not more, she'll be excited about the environment, the experience, because I deliver excellent customer service. And then she's going to be like, so can I sign up for the monthly? What else you got? Can I buy more? That is the way that it goes with my customers. And it was a decision, and I want to show you guys how to do this, and it needs to be this easy for you. It needs to be this easy for you. And she would get along with Gigi. She would get along with my other client, Nita, any of my favorites, sitting on my normal Rhonda, my crew. These like my girls, but they pay me. But like we like this. We like this. It's crazy. That lady who emailed me, I can just tell energetically from reading that she would fit right into my community that doesn't even exist anymore. Hello. I talk to some of my clients still, but like, I'm not doing hair, right? And I'm only teaching it online. So I say that to say, I want to teach you guys how I did this. Now, at the very beginning, and I've yet to pay for advertising. So people keep asking me like, oh, did you, I've put like maybe $100 in some ads before, but I just found that in beauty, it's kind of, I'm very blessed. You know, I just have, my work speaks for itself. But anyway, I haven't done that. Hi, when did you realize you were, what? It is some creepy people, y'all, on my YouTube channel. What is going on? Okay, let me just take this person. Y'all see these old people on here? Okay, so let me just block this person. Hold on, y'all. So maybe my YouTube channel is, maybe somebody posted me somewhere. Hold on, y'all. Let me take this psycho off of here. Okay, so y'all see these spammers on YouTube? My, oh my. Am I getting popular, people? This is exciting. So anyway, the moral of the story is you get to have the life and business that you love, and you have to market yourself. Have you ever, remember our conversation the other day, your right hand is your marketing hand, and it needs to always be waving. Always be waving. Always be waving. Always be waving. Your marketing hand needs to always be waving. What does that mean? You should never not be waving at people. I'm from the South. When people walk by, we wave. When you drive by in the car, we be waving. Like, that's what we do. Get them, Tyrone. I don't know what's going on my YouTube channel. Listen, marketing hand, your right hand should always be waving. Now, if your left hand is the rest of the business, if this hand stops waving at people, eventually you won't have a business because ain't nobody going to come buy nothing. So you have to always be waving. You have to build a practice around that. So what happens is you have to actually create a strategy, okay? And then, yes, your right hand, yes. Have you ever been doing business and you look up and you're like, dang, I don't got no customers, or this is a slow week. And then you waiting, you at home, you looking, you hoping, you calling people trying to see if Miss what's her name gonna come back. You know what I'm saying? Like, That's because you have to build a thing, a way of being. It has to be second nature. When you in the South, I'm telling you, you in Georgia, people are gonna speak. You just like this all the time. You just like, what up? What up? You don't have to ever know the person, but you just speak. And it's the same in business. You speak, you speak, you speak all the time. People need to know, like, oh yeah, she do this. Oh yeah, there she go. She always on here doing this. If I say go to like literally, I do so much YouTube. Alabama too, exactly. Louisiana, Alabama. I mean, you know, this is how we roll, girl. In Bell, we roll like this. Listen, I'm a hair care specialist, and it's a market for it. Stylists are no longer focused on how to keep real hair on the head. Correct. Period. And whatever you sell, guys, the whole thing is that, I know somebody was like, is it too saturated? No, hair, it's not too saturated. There's just the professionals. You got a lot of good people that are best kept secrets, and they're so hyped by their area. I meet so many. I met a massage therapist, and the person was like, I'm booked. And then when they got to talking, they were like, oh, I'm just overwhelmed. I have to come to work. I have to do. And I'm thinking, she's like, I need to get on YouTube. I need to do this. I need to follow this. All these things are happening. But at first I was like, oh, I have, I'm really kind of booked. Okay, pause. You don't have a marketing system in place. Like, you have to have a marketing system in place. Why? Because you need multiple types. I do the in-person marketing, live events. I will go pass out flyers if I need to, whatever, right? Because my messaging and my look and everything is going to attract the ideal person, whether I go out and get them, whether they come from the internet. Period, point blank. People come from the internet speaking my language, right? Because I speak their language. So, like, I speak straight to them. And so my point is, if you find your business having those inconsistencies, it's because the market is not, you have to market. Raquel says you helped me a lot. Yay! You have to market. So listen, we're going to have a 30-day marketing challenge. And I'm going to pull up the site for you guys. Basically, you're going to create your marketing strategy. Listen, your marketing strategy is just as important as like everything. You have to have a strategy in business. Like, it don't have to be something super complicated. Anybody can do it. I literally decided on my numbers, and then I figured out what was the actions to allow me to get those numbers. And then I did them consistently. Most people don't start because they just nervous, they're scared, they're too much in their head. Like Tony Robbins said, get in your head, you're dead. But I mean, most people don't start. Half the battle is starting, and then the other half is stay started. Like, stay in the game, stay consistent. So what I want to do is jumpstart you guys and do a 30-day marketing challenge. This is for listen, I run an online business. People always say, what about me? What about me? If you sell water, if you sell makeup brushes, if you sell Gorilla Glue, I have the most random stuff on the table right now. If you sell Gorilla Glue, if you sell erasers, if you sell like beauty blenders, like, I don't know, it's all the same, guys. It's marketing. You have to market. And I think marketing is such a word that is trendy. People underestimate the power of it. This is Major Nuggets. Yes, business is business. I'm obsessed with business. I literally just read business books. I don't have to. The beauty industry taught me business. That's why I call myself the CEO stylist, because the beauty industry taught me business. And so instead of waiting on something to happen, I created the happen. Okay? And I want to help you guys get in that mind frame. So this 30-day challenge is going to be exciting. You're going to basically create your number plan. And listen, if you have one, we're going to revisit it and make sure that your actions align with what you say you want. So you're going to declare the income. You're going to look at the actions that it takes to get to that income. I'm going to show you guys strategies that work, and you're going to commit. And then each week, you're going to evaluate what happened. How many of you guys evaluated how much money you made last week? How much marketing did you do? What was your highest selling item? Or did you even have customers? And you know what? This stuff works no matter where you are in business, whether you're just starting, whether you're, you're trying to get to that next threshold. Because, I mean, these are just principles that you do. Again, always be having that right hand waving. They just work. And so what happens is, once you start getting a lot of customers, your hand might get a little tired, right? This is your marketing hands, always waving at people to get their attention. Some of those people going to say, let me go on in there and do business with that person. So then you start doing the business. And while you're doing the business, you start using both hands, and you forget that this hand's supposed to be waving. And so then the business slow down, and you're like, okay, I'm done with them. You look around, you're like, oh my God, where the people at? Dang, dang. So you want to be able to market online, offline, guys. If Facebook died tomorrow, my business won't die. Nothing won't. I will still be fine because I have a marketing should be second nature. As a result of this challenge that you're going to do with me, it's going. Those of you who choose, it's going to allow you to increase your clientele, increase your income. Most people make their investment back within the first 2 weeks. A lot of people get super, super aggressive. I mean, 3 days, they be like, oh my God, because you just needed that jolt and you need to be around people who all have the same mission. So the energy is high and you're like, I'm about to conquer this. This month is going to be amazing. I'm going to do things that I never done. I don't like talking to people, but this month I'm talking to people about my business because, you know, we were actually trained to be quiet, to sit still, to you know, be very disciplined. And we were trained to do this. Meanwhile, I'm a loudmouth. So it never worked for me and it never made any sense. You know, I used to work at a shoe store. I sold shoes. I sold sunglasses. I sell things the same way since way back when I was in high school. And I didn't realize I was a natural salesperson. Balance is key. It's very hard for me. The whole thing is that you just schedule it. I have my live stream scheduled. Like during the week, you schedule your marketing time. So when I was working corporate and I had to market for my beauty business, it's like I just scheduled it. Schedule it, guys. And I had to sing at night at a karaoke bar. You'd be singing all night, and just because I had to get some money, right? To when I was in beauty school, I'm trying to keep the beauty school going. I would go on my lunch break in beauty school and go pass out flyers because I treated beauty school like it was my actual salon business. Most people was busy complaining, and I was like, I don't have no choice but to treat this like it's my job, like this is my business. And so I would just use all the little pockets of time. And the whole thing is when you're in, you got to understand the phase that you're in. When you're in a building phase and you're trying to get to a certain point, you know, it's going to be uncomfortable for period. Like you got people like, it's just, you got to know that that's what the part of your life that you're in. So where, okay, I need to just focus, and it's going to be late nights, early mornings. And that's the grind that I'm in. And I got to make sure that I'm putting the right food in my body. I got to make sure I got the right whatever. You know, and you just be in that grind mode and then understand when it's time, feel it in your body when it's time to chill and coast. And once if you have too many customers, that's a quality problem. Now you need to look at, you can invest in automation, right? And doing things like YouTube. But if you don't have customers, I'm gonna need you to like get out and go get them. And you're gonna have to figure out how to do people to people business as well as things like what I'm doing right now, which is online. And so one thing I love is that, guys, we're in this live stream era. Oh, live stream is everything. It's my favorite thing ever. You don't have to do any editing. You can just get on camera and speak your truth, your heart, your mind, and people will love it, like it, hate it. They will give you spam like the guys giving me on YouTube saying crazy things. And it all works. It works, people. So I say, what are you waiting for? This 30-day marketing challenge is going to be extra amazing. And literally you can start for less than $5 a day for the next 30 days. That is an investment, 3 easy payments of $125. And most people make their money back within the first 2 weeks for the entire payments. And the payments are spread out 30 days apart. So I'm gonna give you full access and trust you're gonna do the payment plan, right? And you literally get to be in a community where everybody's working towards the same goal. And I'm just super fired up about this round. We've been doing this since last year. I normally do it for 6 weeks. I'm only gonna do 30 days this time. When you log in, you get instant access to all of the previous work, and then the 30-day challenge starts tomorrow. So listen, all you have to do is go to www.lakeishamichelle.com, and it's simple. Click on 30-day marketing challenge and get your life, get your life, get your life. Get ready to create your power look. Get ready to dive deep into speaking the language that your clientele speaks, your ideal clients speak. Because I like to speak to one person. You know what I'm saying? Like, just think about that one person and do everything, like talk to them in your marketing. Talk to them, talk to them, talk to them. Pour your heart out to them. Let them know you understand them, and everybody else will catch on. Because you're going to have different customers. I have a lot of people in this class, by the way. There are massage therapists, makeup artists. There are people that sell actual physical products. There are hairstylists. There are coaches. This is just marketing. Marketing, I mean, it's marketing, and the techniques can be applied. So you will develop a plan, okay? And then you're going to execute that plan, and then you're going to measure it. And so basically you're building the habit of marketing. The thing about measuring is that you can adjust real time. I would hate for you to spend 30 days 60 days, 90 days, a whole year doing something and you've never measured like what is really happening. You know, I had so many stylists tell me, just because hairstylist money is kind of like, I mean, it's just, it happens all day. If you working, you working. Look at all this makeup on my hand. Like, it's really crazy. Look at that. Anyway, you get money all day. And so what happens is they weren't tracking. And so, hey, Monique, love you too, boo. They weren't tracking their money. And so after they took my class, they were like, oh my God. And one thing I love is that I've added a spiritual aspect to the group that I didn't focus on as much before, but I realized why in the heck didn't I? Because that's what I do. And so I guess I was always kind of like, I don't want to push my beliefs, but actually, yeah, I do, because my tribe believe the same I believe anyway. And even if you are something else, you only talk, there's something I believe that you believe or you wouldn't be watching me. So with that being said, we're definitely going to be doing some amazing spiritual mindedness, because that is key. It is massive. When you're working to build your clientele, you got to keep your head in the game. You have to have a mindset of a champion, of a winner, of the winner and overcomer that God created you to be, because it's already done. So you must tap into that mindset and you must think like the success that you are. And so this is the 30-day challenge, and I'm super fired up for you guys. It starts tomorrow. You just go to LakeishaMichelle.com. Thank you, Monique. Thank you. You teach me a lot. Keep up the good work. I sure will. Go to LakeishaMichelle.com, and I'm super excited for all of you guys who have already joined. And I'm super excited for the members who are already in there. They're just going to be, because they're excited. Like, oh my God, it's starting again. Because I haven't ran this live since the end of last year. Oh my gosh, who is this ridiculous person? Hold, please. Hold, please. So anyway, this person really trying me. See, people get like trigger fingers. Where I'm from, like, who talks this much trash? Because would you do that in my face? Is that really what happens? Because that's when I turn a little ghetto. That's when I turn a little ghetto. You're just so important that you have to do this. Thank you guys for reporting him. And then, like, since when have words made somebody just go, oh my God, you look like a man. Oh my God, I'm crying because I give 2 F's about what you think. Oh. Anyway, thank you. You are fired. Thank you so much. Thank you. Hey, Tina. Yes. And so, you know what? One thing I want to say about this 30-day marketing challenge is this. Guys, one thing I noticed is that the people who have done this before, once they do they go through all my modules in my course, they're like, what's next? And it's like, you have to do that for a long time. You have to be in it to win it. Like the guy was just saying about LeBron James. He was like, LeBron James, he said, if you go to practice 15 minutes before practice starts, he said, LeBron literally be like, what are you doing? He was like, the rule is come to practice an hour early. And LeBron comes to practice 2 hours early. So are we practicing 4 hours a day? Are we practicing 4 hours a day? I'm just saying. And it definitely is difficult. It's not easy, guys. And I'm not perfect at it. Well, marketing is my second nature. One thing I'm really good at is getting people's attention on whatever I need you to look at, period. But like, even so, life can happen. But I just train myself like that. You have to market, because if you're in business for yourself, you have to market. If you don't, clients are not just going to fall out the sky. Maybe for that one person, that one time that we hardly ever hear about. But everybody else, you have to market yourself. And so you have to build a habit of it. And so what that means is that each week your time is divided into different things. You have to have sales times where you are just literally like selling things, making money, coins, and happening, transactions. That's the time. You have to have marketing time where you're just going out saying, hey, I'm in business. Here's who I help. I want to help you now. This is what you're doing. There's a certain amount of time for that. Right? And then you have time for spiritual, right? You have your spiritual time. I always tell you guys, I love to do my spiritual stuff in the morning and at night. I need to pad all of the stuff that happens. So that's why I can't go off on that man on YouTube just now. I just have to block him on my channel. I have to have my spiritual time and my, I got to be padded with it, because I'm real extra human and I could get a little hood if it's necessary. But don't let the necessary occur. Okay. So then you have to have what else? You have to have like your fitness time. You have to have your, maybe you got a meal. You got to make time. Kids time. Like it is really, it's a lot. Hold on, y'all. So, y'all, I must be posted somewhere. I think somebody posted my YouTube video somewhere. So anyway, I need you guys to know. Thank you, Elizabeth. Girl, you be on it. Elizabeth said, haters only slither out when they are intimidated. God made you are a very powerful businesswoman and leader. You're doing a real thing for us all. Thank you, love. Thank you. I appreciate it. I'm so not, but like, I just don't want you guys to see that. It's kind of like, they're like porno people or something. I don't know what's happening on YouTube. Anyway, one thing we do know is that we are covered and that no weapons formed against us shall prosper. If I don't know no other scripture, that's a scripture that I know and I live by. Oh my gosh, I was on the hospital table, felt my life leaving my body, and the only thing my mind could say, that's why you got to watch what you fill your mind with, because in that time, nobody was near me. My family was in Texas. I'm in California. Here I am having a reaction to something and nobody's with me, and all I have is my last final thoughts. Like I feel my life leaving my body. I hear the doctor saying, we don't know what happened. And I'm just on the table by myself. And the only thing that was in my brain was no weapon formed against me shall prosper. And my mind chewed on that scripture. It was like there was black space in the scripture and it was just a chant. So like, just like that chant has to be playing in the back of your mind, even when all of life's happenings are going on. It's the same thing with your marketing. It's the same thing with everything that you say you want out of your life. Period, point blank. Say you want to be skinny, you got to put the bread down. You say you want to be fit, you got to go to the gym. You say you want to be, spiritual, then you have to put spiritual things in your mind all the time. They have to lead. You say you want, I don't know, you want to learn makeup. So many of my friends, they be like, ooh, I just wish I knew makeup and I want to learn. And I'm like, guys, no, that's really, it's just, you want to, but it's not necessary. It's nothing that you really truly desire. Or else you put the time aside. You would set aside 20 minutes in the morning, and then someone says, oh, girl, you got 20 minutes. I don't have 20 minutes. If Oprah has 20 minutes, you have 20 minutes. And here's the reality. Oprah has someone. Okay, yeah, but before Oprah had someone, it was Oprah. So that's why Oprah can have someone now, is because she did it back then. So I'm just saying, we all have time, like, period. We all have time. We make time for what we want. We make time for the Housewives TV shows. I mean, anyway, I'm ranting. Have nothing else to talk about. Make sure you guys come to the challenge. The challenge is it's online, guys. All you have to do is go to LaKeishaMichelle.com and then click on, let's see, 30-day challenge. And what's going to happen is it's going to take you to this website. And that's going to be exciting. And I'm going to show you guys really quickly. You're basically going to create a strategy. You're going to create a calendar so you can schedule your marketing. Guys, you can have whatever you want. You just got to be intentional is my point. Like, it's not taking a dig at any and anything. It's just, the reality is, if I wanted to be a millionaire, I would save more money. Because I probably made $1 million already. That's just the truth. I would have to build a muscle. So go to LaKeishaMichelle.com. and click on the 30-day client building bootcamp, and you will be excited. My testimonials, I should brag more about them, and I don't. They're absolutely amazing. People are like, oh my God, this really helped me. Well, the number one thing I noticed, though, from the tribe is that the tribe lets life happen, and they like to give life the reins. Like, oh, so-and-so left me, so-and-so did this, oh, my kids is bad, oh, I can't do this, oh, I can't. So then that gets in the way, and then they stop marketing. And then, listen, everything you have now is because you created it, like, in the past. And so if I want more customers, within the next 90 days, everything I do up until then is going to create those customers in the future. So every single day matters. Moral of the story. That is all. I could do. Oh, yes. So the makeup line, everything that we discussed. Okay, the Kat Von D. Somebody write this down in the comments. Kat Von D tattoo liner. It's in Trooper. This stuff will not go nowhere. It is amazing. I love it. I'm gonna have to go get a makeup wipe to take this off my hand. It is amazing. It's my favorite. It gives me just the most hot, sexy cat eye. I can't even stand it. It's so cute. So I love the Kat Von D eyeliner. And yeah, you definitely want to get that because it solves a lot of problems of people who say that their eyeliner is all up in the creases. So now, another thing you can do, again, we talked about putting concealer as a base. We talked about using the NYX as a base. We talked about using waterproof eyeshadow pencils as a base. I mean, there's like a million rules. There's no real rules in makeup. It's just what works for you. But I try to keep it simple, guys. And the moral of the story is this Kat Von D eyeliner is absolutely amazing. Absolutely a freaking amazing. So, and the other moral of the story is, as far as marketing goes, is don't sit and pout about people not finding you. Make sure you're clear on the person that is your ideal client. Be clear. Speak their language, because they're not going to speak all this professional jargon. They're going to, thank you. Hey, Brianka. Hey, boo. And thank you, Raquel. They're not going to recognize you if you're not speaking their language. Again, prime example, if you guys know Gigi, I knew I attracted Gigi to me, right? And any of my other clients, they're all like a Gigi. They're in their own right, because I knew what they wanted. I knew the language to speak. I knew that they didn't want to wait in the salon all day. I knew that was a certain type of woman. So I said, if you want to get in and out of the salon and have silky, soft, lustrous hair, short, jazzy haircuts, that even if you don't put any curls, your cut is fly. You want to look classy, yet sassy, I'm your girl. That wheels out a lot of people, because that just does. That you want to get in and out, that speaks to a professional woman. And guess what? I also spoke to the professional. I spoke to my ideal client by my hours of business, because I knew only a certain type of woman getting her hair done at 5 a.m. So you can do things that speaks their language, and then just be consistent at being seen. Never assume you've done all you can, because typically we haven't. We like, oh, I did everything. Then there's probably some more stuff that you could do. So this boot camp is going to allow you to create your strategy, create your calendar, do the work, and then evaluate with a mentor. And we're going to do it in a group format. We're adding the spiritual aspect to it, because that's massive. So your mind can be right while you're attracting the customers to you. You got to have your mind right, because you only get what you put out, like, and your energy is a part of that. And so, listen, we're going to do the dang thing, and this starts on tomorrow, okay, people? Okay, it starts tomorrow. So I'm super fired up about it. Go to LakeishaMichelle.com, click on the 30-day marketing challenge. Welcome to everybody that's already joined. Super fired up to create increased income for you guys, increased customers, and confidence. We're going to work on your power look. Listen, and being consistent and having that look. You need a look that's easy, that says, I am here to do business. I am a professional. I know what you want. I can give it to you. You need that power look, so that when you appear, you know what I'm saying, you don't have to worry about it. If you don't have a power look and you walk up to people and you're marketing yourself and you're fidgeting and stuff and you're pulling and you're like feeling awkward, that energy repels people. We don't want that. Now, do we? No, we don't. Who wants that? So with that being said, I'm going to go. Make sure you go to LakeishaMichelle.com. And if you have any questions, you could ask questions to me on LakeishaMichelle.com. And I love you guys, and I will see you later. I'm going to go visit my parents now. And I hope my dad made something extra yummy for dinner. Anyway, I love y'all. Ciao.